tryna get next to you, tryna get next to your body, oh yeah. Your love is too good for you, it's too good for your heart. I'm tryna get next to you, tryna get next to your body, oh yeah.
Alright, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another video. If you like this video, you want to see more, make sure to like and subscribe, comment, let me know what you want to see next. And today, you know what I'm saying, we got a very special video for y'all. I'm joined by my boy Minnow, Smook, and also Jack Wagger. This is a special guest, so basically a little backstory, just small backstory. This guy basically got wrongfully treated by the mods, so yeah, that's what happened with him. We'll go into detail on that later, but let's just get right into it. Let's jump right into it. So we're going to start this video off by just going off of y'all or reacting to y'all suggestions, and then basically this is for the owners to see so that they can like see their suggestions, the bugs and all that, and then hopefully we can actually make a change. So if y'all boys are ready, we can get right into it.
Yo.
All right. So first suggestion or first issue with the game, this guy says, why are maps so fast and easy to do? Why is there fodders and not EXP to level up your character? And why is the Naruto map not like the real enemies? So basically what this guy's trying to say, the maps are way too easy, which I think we all agree with.
Yeah, way too easy. People was like literally completing them in like, what, 3 minutes, 4 minutes with a level 20? That's way too easy. For a game like this to be that big, way too easy.
But I'll give props to Yakarus on this one because he did scale them a little bit better. Like, they're harder now.
I mean, yeah. Hold on, Loud. Don't get it twisted. Yakarus, you know, he's putting in work. He's listening to the community. Like, most owners don't even do that. So, no, that's props to him. But a lot of things need to be changed. Like, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, because and this guy said, why in Bleach map there's no rank cards? I don't know if there's rank cards, but this is before the update.
There are rank cards. No, there is.
Yeah,
but
so
this
Bleach
map, I feel like, it is. I mean, I get what he's trying to say though. It should be probably early on stages, like on the earlier stages, but at the same time, it don't really matter. But definitely, I think the Bleach map is actually easier than the first. I don't know if I'm tripping on that.
All right, my bad, y'all. The video cut out, but we're back. And we're just going to go ahead and get straight into the second point. Shout out to Alex V. He says, after you get the unit, you grind for it and finish leveling it up. There's nothing to do at all. So I'd say there should be added modes such as raid bosses that are really hard and need a team to be defeated. The world would not only be gems and coins, but also cosmetics and such.
Okay, so I agree with that. Actually, to add on to that little suggestion right there, I think there should be like a mode where you can actually earn certain characters like for a certain amount of time. I think that'd be actually better, to be honest, but
yeah, like a limited time mode.
Saying with that, like, yeah, something like that. Like, it's like limited time, and you get like a certain character if you complete it. Like, chance like a 2%, 3%, something like that.
Yeah, because similar to how what's it called? How All Star has like these raid modes, raid 1, 2, 3, and they have like what's the word I'm looking for? Like these big raids, like these big bosses. Like it's pretty fun to do. Like
amount of health.
Yeah. And like you need a team of 8 to beat it. Like I feel like if they just did, some limited time modes like that.
Yeah, because right now teams is not really like it's not worth like just going with your boys for like it ain't no reason to. You can literally solo it.
Yeah, like
anything on the game.
And it literally is harder to do it with your boys. Like, makes no sense.
Yeah, that's on God. Yeah, can't even.
So it's like we'll touch up on that later.
Yeah, we'll touch up on that later. We can't waste we can't put too much time on this part.
The cosmetics, yeah, bro, it would be tough. I'm not gonna stress them out and everything, but if we had skins and stuff,
we need skins.
Yes.
It's like that would be tough. Like I think this will actually make the game go to the next level type.
All right, y'all. Let's not sit on this one too much, y'all, because we gotta get to the rest of the video. Okay, so
give like gems or gold like more of a meaning,
Yeah. Okay, so the next point or the next guy, shout out to Relay with an upside down E. One of the problems I have is the fact that it's high risk, low reward with the stages after Naruto. It's harder but for war. We get less rewards for harder stages. And when I asked the mod and I saw this, I asked the mod about it. They said, why did you expect the reward to be higher? So let me talk about this for a little bit.
That's just common sense. I mean, look, if you're going into a next stage, you should expect more. You should expect a bigger reward or something. Like, you should be getting something. Like, if you're just playing through it and you're getting nothing, what are you really gaining in the end? feel me?
Yeah.
Like you could give more gold, right? You could up the gems a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because I know y'all, you know how it is, bro.
Still trying to make
like
money.
you could up the gold or something so people can level up their units more, like all types of stuff. Like you can always find a loophole and try and find a way to make it more rewarding. Because I'm telling you right now, like if you're like a normal player and Sadness Raid, you can literally just go back. Like you won't even stay in the Reaper. Like you'll finish Reaper, you're done. You go back to Sadness Raid and you keep farming gems and stuff because it's better. So like if you make it better, more people will be playing the newer stages and they'll appreciate them more.
Yep.
So,
I agree with that 100%.
I agree with that.
Yeah, Aizen could definitely give more, especially with that buff. Oh yeah, and I like Aizen now, man. That man's clean. That's a good fight.
He's hard now. Yeah, I like him.
I mean, it's actually decent now. Before it was like a walk in the park.
Yeah. But anyways, let's go ahead and get on to the next one. So from Baby Blue Whale, hey, I feel like the game is lacking in the fact that there is not much to do. Once you complete story, you just mindlessly grind infinite mode for gems or just level up your character and grind gold. Both of these opinions are extremely boring. So we already did this.
Yeah, that's basically what.
Yeah, we already said this. But for his last point, he said also add a low graphic mode.
Yes.
Yeah, add a low graphic mode.
For the players, like man, you don't know how many players not everybody is balling out like with a good PC, man. And when these effects go crazy, bro. Oh my god! When there's effects all over the place, people's PCs are literally like the fans are blowing, bro.
Yeah, it's literally getting fried. Like it's not fair to people like that. I'm not
like take it from me, developers who are probably gonna watch this video. I'm playing on a MacBook, right? So if you guys could add a low graphic mode like that, I would appreciate it. To be honest with you.
Yeah, because this joint is literally frying. Like people like that can't handle it.
Yeah,
like everybody's not fortunate like that.
Anyway, so the next one from Tyree. The game is banning people after claiming gems, so they want them to make an appeal channel, and too many false positives are expected early, but the lack of support in this topic doesn't help. So a lot of people are getting banned when they claim gems, and they need to make an appeal channel. Yes, I agree with that.
I don't know.
A little like cap to me.
Yeah, it kind of sounds a little bit of cap, but his best point on this was making an appeal channel. Most definitely. I know it's a hard work for your mods, but see, you have new char mods, you have more people working.
They got like 10 mods for what? Like y'all got to do something mods
you can try out your trial mods. They can check it, evaluate it, see if it's valid. Go through with it because I mean, this is also good training for them as well. So
I 100% agree with that. But anyways, we can go ahead and get to the next one, and we'll elaborate more on this stuff when we get to the next part of the video. But for now, we're just trying to get everyone's opinions out there. So El Reen, shout out to El Reen. They say, my main issue right now with the game is the content and balancing issues. Some characters have 4 iframes while some have 1 iframe. Content-wise, I want to go against players. The core of the game is gacha hack and slash, blah, blah, blah. So you guys can read that if you want. But essentially what they're saying is the game has some balancing issues and it's lacking content right now. So once again, this is something we'll go more into depth in later. But basically, we need more content, right? We need the characters to be balanced because you have low tier legendaries like Ace, and then you have the people like Yamamoto.
Yeah, I agree with that, but at the same time, like most of these games, it's really hard to balance everything out.
Like, no, that's also true. That's also true because every game has a meta.
It's like ABA or All Star. All the new units, like usually they're better than the last. Like it's really hard to balance out.
Yeah, so true. Like you're gonna have to understand that you can't balance every single character, and if you guys really want a lot of characters to come out and you want new content, all that stuff, balancing it will be integrated slowly and it comes later. Like you saw how Minato was. That man was disgusting when the game came out, right? This man was one-shotting, doing 500,000 damage, all types of stuff, right? So they had to nerf him. He got worse, and then they bust him again. He got better. Like that's how it went. So you got to give them time.
Like early stages, so y'all got to like chill on that.
Yeah, and sorry for not saying this, El Reen, but El Reen also said that can the Evos be lowered isn't level 40 too high. Yes, it is. Very high. That is.
Yes. Level 40 is that's too high, man. It's too high. Yeah, especially with how many coins you get. Yeah. It's a little too high.
Like if it should be probably like level 25 in my opinion, level 30 maybe, but
I agree with that.
Yeah. All right, so next thing by Slap. Shout out to Slap. He says, hello, one thing I would like to add to the game is to keep running after you use a skill. I play on mobile, so whenever I use a skill, I have to tap the run button, which sometimes takes a few clicks to work and leads me to take damage. So I want a feature where once you press run, you won't stop running even after you use a skill. Running is essential to me in this game. Thank you. So I feel
like how that should work is maybe it should change it from mobile more or less, because like I don't know. On PC, it feels natural. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Usually, most games when you dash, you don't keep running. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
So for mobile, maybe a loophole, something can be found for them. Because I can tell mobile controls are hard, man. The mobile player base, man.
Especially if you're on a phone, it's like really small buttons and all that. And it's like mobile is important because like I feel like a good portion of this game's community is mobile, so gotta fix that.
Yeah, so hopefully, but that's why we included a lot of mobile suggestions. So hopefully they're able to get those in. But let's go ahead and go to the next one. Health scaling is what I have an issue with. They get way more health when there's more than one person. So
yes, okay, let's talk about this.
Yeah, that needs to be talked about.
Okay, so in my opinion, how I feel like it should be is the bosses and the mobs should have a set HP, right? They have a set HP, right? So like you don't like how usually when you had one person, it was easier. You could literally just one tap them, all that stuff, right? But what if you made it to the point where they have a set HP, they're hard enough for whatever you're doing, and soloing, like, it won't be not as easy, but it will literally incorporate the whole team, like the team system in the game.
Yeah.
So
like
you wouldn't
teamwork. Yeah. I feel what you're saying on that. Yeah.
Yeah, like you would have to actually work with your friends and use the units the way they're supposed to be used. Because people are complaining about Whitebeard being too slow and iframes and stuff and all these characters, but if you use them together, they can actually make like really good stuff come out of it. So if you want the team aspect to really be used in this game, right, you should just make it so they have a set HP, and when your friends like, hey bro, I need to beat this boss, call them up. All of you guys can come in and you can beat up the boss, man. So like it would really make this game more fun.
So like the bosses like Aizen or like Gara, I guess he would be, or no, I like the sadness rate. They should be like that. I agree 100% with Minnow. But let's go ahead and get into the next one. So the overall topic of interesting content, which includes dungeons, raids. So we already talked about that. So we can go. Shout out to Void. We'll go ahead and get to the next one. So this guy, heard you guys weren't doing PvP, but here's a different type of PvP. What if you? Okay, no. We already saw that.
No, I just read that.
Yeah, no. Hey, shout out to him, but no. I saw an announcement there were problems with the game. The difficulty didn't increase with the updates, so it's the same level but with different NPCs. There's no block button. If the game gets harder, then okay, so there's no block button. It's just skill spamming. And 3, there's nothing interesting to do after you beat story. You can only grind the same levels over and over again. Just level up your character by 1. Pretty boring, to be honest. So, Sir Happy Cat, we appreciate the suggestion. So, yeah, everything he said here is correct, aside from that RPG part. I don't know what he means by that.
Open world stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, like that. I feel like this game isn't that type of game, Sir Happy Cat. So I don't think he should add that. But the first 3 things you said, they're all true. Blocking is interesting, which is something that we'll go deeper into in the next part. Okay, so Darky, he says make Infinite give EXP or something that you can feed to your units, because right now Infinite is kind of useless, and lower the evolve level. So yeah, Infinite mode doesn't give enough EXP like at all. It doesn't give you EXP
Infinite mode is practically useless. Like it doesn't give enough XP. The gems are kind of iffy. Where like if you can spam sadness raids over and over and over again.
It's not good right now because it's not enough. Like, it's not awarding enough. Maybe if you get more awards, then it'd be definitely worth it.
And if you also add the new scaling, you know what I said, like with your friends, playing with your friends, if you added a new scaling, you could also buff the gems as well, since it's also harder.
Oh, that's a good idea.
More rewarding as well.
So more people equal more gem, and it equals like harder overall.
And another thing that I was also wanted to talk about. I wanted to go back to the Sir Happy Cat. So they were talking about the blocking, right? So So I feel like this game should have some type of blocking system in terms of like certain characters, right? Or just the characters in general, right? But it shouldn't be like how characters have iframes. Blocking shouldn't just be like straight up just blocking, you take no damage. But I feel like blocking should be for like units like that don't have iframes, because some units, people put them in S tier because they can spam iframes and they have like, they have good like they just do good damage, right? But let's say a unit isn't really good in that factor. Let's say you have a lower, like, like a common or something like a rare or whatever, right? It's not as good. And some of the moves, they're not really that good. But if you had a block button, just make it so that when you block, you don't take as much damage, right? It's like a lower damage, right? But like it'll still be possible because Aizen can literally trap you in a box and literally take your HP. Gara can lift you in the air and take all your HP, and you can't do anything about it. It's a guaranteed damage unless you have an iframe character. So you have to find have to find something around that.
A balance,
so that's
yeah.
also why I'm impressed.
Yeah, I agree 100% with that. He really hit the nail on the coffin with that one. But let's go ahead and get into the next one. Owner said DM me for issues. Here's my issues. Need the buff on some units, Yamamoto, Ace, and more. Like we said earlier, I don't know about buffing units because every game has a meta. Yeah, like every game has a meta, so I don't know if it's a good idea to be buffing units too much. Like if you have like a unit that's way too good or way too bad, then yes, buff and nerf. But aside from that, it's okay to have a meta. There's no issue with that. Neat fixes on infinite mode moves are very laggy. Yes. No skip button on Xbox. Please add a skip button. A lot of people ask that. Add units that are bosses and summon. Yes. And pretty much everything you said. New different type of units. Runner, tank. Maybe you can level up units naturally. Win one game for some EXP. So yeah, I agree. I agree with pretty much everything you said here.
And maybe a PvP mode wouldn't hurt if you guys could find out a way.
They confirmed that PvP wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's what they said. Yeah, but I mean, I feel like it could work.
It could work. It just depends on how they do it. Like it
As
really
of
does
now,
depend on how
not
they
right
do
now.
it.
PvP's in.
Yeah, especially because of characters'
overall
iframes and stuff, like kind of iffy. But well, we don't need to get too deep into that. We can just go on to the next one.
All right, so we got this one. I accidentally did this guy's name, but is this a bug? Itachi's all over the place. I assumed that was an exploiter, but I told him to send out the bug reports. Honestly, I don't know why that's in here, but yeah, so I don't know. Shout out to It's Mats. He says the buffing and the nerfing in this game has gone off tracks. Like I get there to not make Aizen super easy, but I have a level 30 model. I used to clap him, and now I can barely get him to have without an infinite combo. They added iframes, move stun moves, and increases HP and damage by triple. That's just unreasonable. So it's like Minnow said, right? They need to scale the bosses to make it so that you can beat it solo, because I beat him solo. Like I beat him solo with Minato and Gojo. So there are ways to beat him, but I feel like what Minnow said, they need to be scaled high enough to where it makes sense to run a team, but also it's possible to solo. So I feel like what they've done with Aizen, I feel like they've found sort of a middle ground. And I feel like what they've done with him should be what they use as like a format for the rest of the bosses in the game. I feel like he was pretty good, and obviously make him stronger.
It's like they did something right on one boss, but it should be like implemented throughout the whole game.
Yeah, so I 100% agree with that. So this guy had like 6 issues. Make all injury use moves. Shout out to Gosu or Hara, but increase unlimited mode. Yeah, you just have a little bit too many. I'm gonna keep it up in the video. But unfortunately we have to just keep going because we're running out of time. Mr. Saltwater. This is about what's in the screenshot in the video you're going to make. I think one of the biggest problems is that nothing is made for high-level legendaries. As an example, All-Star Tower Defense, the new stories are built for level 50 or level 85 stars to 6 stars. The game, I think it was you who did it or some YouTuber, but they beat the Bleach like with a level 5 teen Sasuke. I know Bleach is being buffed, but before it is you would be able to Bleach in 10 minutes and go back to grinding Naruto. So basically what he's saying is the story mode is too easy. So yeah, that's a reoccurring theme.
But then if you think about it, the story mode for All-Star Tower Defense, they're into that. They got like 8 story modes.
Yeah, like
the second one.
Yeah, like the story mode has gotten way deeper, so they've had a lot more time to kind of figure out how they want to do it. So it's kind of weird to compare it to Tower Defense like that. Infinite lag, side of the cake is drip. Some issues I have with the game, quality over quantity. So quality over quantity. Basically they're adding more units and enemies than there should be. So like, what do you guys think on this quality over quantity point? Do you guys think they should go for quantity, or what do you guys think of that?
Well, I mean, it's not really that bad to me. I mean, because what they did with Reaper, they'll find a way. They'll find a way, because you can't say that they don't have specialized skills. Like, did you see Reaper? When Reaper came out, it was cold. They have Ceros and stuff, all that stuff. I mean,
my opinion on that is like quality is over quantity, but at the same time, you got to keep pushing because you're like, what's it called, making a game for a huge community. So I feel like as long as the update is decent and like the quality is at least decent, it should be able to be pushed. Mm-hmm. That's my opinion.
Yeah. I agree. Make the stages more varied. Have the boss stage summon enemies mid-swarm or do different attack patterns depending on the HP. So this once again goes to, I think that's a good idea. This goes into the scaling thing again. So yeah, make bosses harder, make it more less predictable. Like once I beat all the units, throw some more at me, so to distract me from beating the boss. this will really encourage team gameplay, and it'll add like some reasons to run different units. Like All-Star Tower Defense has Irwin, for example, Boma, for example. These aren't just attack units. These like actually do something special. So I feel like
even Aizen, like if you're versing Aizen, right? Aizen gets low, he might pop a new form. Or if Aizen gets low, he might call like the Espada. You know what I'm saying? Like the Ronkars to come help him, like something like that. And that could also be like a raid boss type thing. Like if you're adding a raid boss system, that would be cool.
Or when the bosses like are getting low, they could, you know how we can summon our second slot to help us. Mm-hmm. They could do something like that.
All right, y'all. We took a little break, but unfortunately, Jack Wager won't be able to join us anymore. But yeah, we can get right back into it. Starting with our boy, shout out to FGFHFY. So he says the game in the current state is just a grind. It's competitive. Maybe a scoreboard can help to compete in some degree. There's also a problem with the game being too generous. He says that he got every single legendary unit in just 5 days and that the pity system is overkill. And too many people were complaining about not having gems, and he feels like that, if anything, the gems are way too forgiving in a sense. And he has half of all the legendary units. So you guys can go ahead and let me know what your thoughts on this is. But in my opinion, I feel like the whole gems like currency system, it might need to be reworked as far as like how much it costs to get units and how much, how much it costs to get fodder units. Because to me, there's something here that like it's like the AFK, the gems you get from Sand Raid and stuff and all that. Something to me just doesn't add up. Now, I'm not saying I have a problem getting units, but something here, I think I agree with this guy. It just doesn't add up.
The rule system actually work because I've never even got a legendary like regularly. I had to get all my pity, so something needs to get reworked there. And also,
I mean, the thing is, it's not that. It's just luck for real. I mean, I always get them on first try. So, I mean, this is just a luck type system. Like you should be happy there's a pity system. I mean, it was really helping when people getting their legendary. So you can't be that mad at it.
Pity system, everything. I don't know about all that.
I don't know, bro. It's just luck.
Yeah, it's just it really is.
No. Hold on. Talking about the leaderboard thing, I think that's actually a really good idea.
Oh yeah, the leaderboard. Yeah, the scoreboard.
That only work if he had like P or something like to work towards. No.
I mean, if we think about it like this, right? So All Stars leaderboard is literally level, and also how deep you can go in infinite mode. So maybe they could do like how deep you can go in infinite mode, so you and your buddies can actually like play. That'll give us a reason to actually play infinite mode because we want to hit leaderboard. So there goes something right there. But
to be fair, infinite mode, man. Yeah, bro. If they buff the unit, like I'm not saying like buff it like crazy, but like on the Reaper one, it's not that. It's like kind of easy. I literally saw a dude get to wave 100 and get bored as hell, like doing that thing. So like like make it challenging enough for like a scoreboard system. You feel me?
Yeah.
Some people. Yeah.
Because right now it's just not competitive enough to have a scoreboard. But anyways, Poopy Butt Cheek. Shout out to this guy. He says there are a lot of problems with the mobile side of the game, such as Minato's kunai, Itachi's black flames. I try to throw the distance away. So as you guys can see here, and a lot of the mobile players probably agree with this guy, there are a lot of bugs on mobile. So if we could please get that fixed as soon as possible, pretty sure every mobile guy would really appreciate it. On to the next one from Locust. Shout out to Locust. He says, hello, LO, Infinite isn't worth it. No EXP units. So let's talk a little bit about EXP units. And he says, listen to community suggestions. Here are mine. Yeah, so let's talk about infinite mode, or let's talk about EXP units. Do you guys think that they should add like EXP units such as an all-star that like give extra EXP?
Well, let's see. Yeah, yes, they should, but for what it is right now, I don't know, because like, do you really want everybody being level 80 straight off the tops when we still haven't had like much of the story finished? You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Like, because the way it is right now, it's kind of balanced. I'm not gonna lie, right? But like the grind for some of it, if you're a new player, the grind, like let's say more stuff gets added in your new player, yeah, it's gonna feel kind of weird, but you can integrate something like that maybe later in the future. But for right now, everything is pretty balanced with all the players and how they've been leveling their units. So yeah, right now it's pretty balanced. It's not that bad. So
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think I would agree, but I do think that at some point down the line, you should probably add EXP units. And you guys took a major stride, I think, when you guys made us that fodder units give you 5 EXP instead of 2.5. So I think that boost right there is probably just enough to where we can like, okay, let's just calm down a bit, and I think we'll be fine. But on to the next one, and we only got a couple more here. From Navi, I think his name is Envi, whatever. Team assists feel like an incomplete feature. We are missing a second team assist, aka your third character slot, and some characters have unconventional skill uses, such as Shanks uses Buso on himself to disappear. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense at all. Maybe you should be able to edit what characters use, like what skills the characters use as an assist move, because the fact that Shanks uses Buso on himself, yeah, that literally makes no sense at all. So yeah, I agree with this guy that it is an incomplete feature, and I feel like you should be able to pick going into it. All right, on to the next one. Getsuga says there's a bug in mobile. All right, so we've already talked about the bugs in mobile, so he can't get past wave 5. So if you guys could please fix that. Shout out to Getsuga. Team assist characters need to do the same. Okay. Gear 5th Drip Man Path. So he says team assist characters need to do the same damage as their level instead of them dealing damage the same as level 1. I tested it with Broly and he doesn't one-shot weak enemies with his Green Blast. When I use him as a character, he does. This is vital to making the game better in my opinion. What are you guys' thoughts?
What I think about this is I don't think it should do the same exact damage because imagine, bro, you just, what if a character had, because right now it's based off of first moves, but let's say in the future maybe they add it for like various moves, right? Come on, bro. Like, do you really want a Broly popping his third move as an assist and killing all the units? Like, that's not really fair. You gotta scale it. Like, it should scale with level, but it should also be downscaled to a certain extent, so it's not straight up OP.
Yeah, because I feel like if I'm running, like, let's say I'm running a unit like Rukia, right? Rukia has the insane arsenal of like just freezing moves and all types of wide AoE freezing moves. So it's like if I'm using her freezing moves that also one-shot weak units, it's just kind of unfair to freeze and one-shot. Like that's why I think I agree with Minnow that they need to be downscaled just a little bit. I think level 1 is a bit too low, but I agree with Minnow they need to be downscaled to balance correctly.
A little bit, not too. It's kind of solid right now. Just
I mean, for right now, but in the future, like, yeah, it's gonna be noticeable. Like, it should really scale with level as well. But it should go up with level, but be downscale.
Right now, it's only okay because it's like early stage. That's the only reason, really.
Okay, so this is another interesting suggestion by Pinja. So basically, this guy says create an easy, normal, and hard mode for all missions and raids that scale in gem/coin rewards and NPC health. So do you guys think they should add an easy, normal, and hard mode?
I don't.
Actually, yes.
So.
The reason why I say this, Smook, is because if they have an easy mode, what's it called, normal mode and hard mode, right? Easy mode, normal mode, they could give more.
I see it being implemented after you complete the mode first. Like the regular, like after you complete it, then you can choose regular, hard, easy, all that. But to complete it first, normal. That's what I feel.
Yeah, I think, I guess, you could do it like that. Like, you can just do normal mode and then go straight or easy mode or whatever, and then go to hard mode. And then hard mode gives more gems and XP and stuff, and like whatever you need.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think I agree with both of y'all. I think it could go either way to me, but we'll see. I mean, I don't think they'll add an easy, normal, hard mode just because I don't think they will. But if they do, then that'll be very interesting to use or to play. We'll definitely see how that goes. A person like me.
About the time they have to make these updates, so you have to be wary of that as well.
Yeah, but someone like me, y'all always play on hard mode if I had the choice. All right, so let's go to the next one, and we'll probably end after. Oh no, we only have 2 more left, so we'll end this video after those 2. But Zeldris, shout out to Zeldris. He says, I don't have a lot to say about issues about Anime Mania, but an issue I have is just lag and Minato's constant fling. I play Raid 1 with Minato. I get flinged around a lot. It's really annoying. Can't go deep in infinite mode. So, yeah, Minato has been broken since day 1, to be honest. I don't know if, because they said they fixed the bugs, but he still like falls down a lot. It doesn't happen as frequently, and it's probably one of the things that made him even better, but still, he just falls down too much. And we were talking about going deep in infinite mode, even though it's not that hard, but still, it kind of sucks to, like, you're lagging and then you're glitching all over the place and you die. It's really lame. Okay, we can go on to the next one. Cadence says they should buff rewards if we are playing with more players because I'm playing with a squad and it's fucking hard to do a squad and we get little reward.
That's kind of been already discussed.
Yeah, we already discussed
this. They should just have a set HP and give a good reward for like.
Yeah, we already spoke on that.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I think we already spoke on that. It shouldn't be
based off of players. That just wouldn't make sense.
Yeah. Okay, so this guy says, oh my god, this is way too long. Okay, I read this already. So basically, what this guy is saying that he wants there should be trading in the game and he wants the trading to be for cosmetics.
And no, that's actually, no, hold on. Actually, off that, that's a really good idea. But first, you need to get everything settled before they add all the extra stuff. Like, it's not required right now. You need to get everything, like, settled first. That can come afterwards.
Yeah, I agree.
Good idea. Like, they'll bring the game. Oh.
I agree. Like, he's suggesting that you can get them from raids, dungeons, rebirth cores. Oh my god, he's suggesting a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna leave that up for a little bit. I'm gonna let you guys pause the video and read that if you guys want to. And then he's saying you can combine some to make rarer skins. So yeah, that would be interesting, especially since it's cosmetic only. It would just give you another reason to play because cosmetics, you know what I'm saying? People love cosmetics. Like, think about games like Fortnite, Warzone, all types of games. Like, it's all cosmetics.
I think you might have got this inspired off of Swordbreak too. Honestly, looking at.
Yeah, like all those games have amazing cosmetics, but that's pretty much it for this video. We went through everything we could. If your suggestion didn't make the video, it's because we really couldn't understand you or like, you know what I'm saying? We had to cut some out because of time. But please leave your suggestions in the comments because I'm almost 100% sure the owners will watch this video. And if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, comment. And Smook and Minnow, if you guys don't have any last words.
None, bro. Just keep up the good work, man. I actually like that new Ryzen buff.
All right, and with that being said, you guys heard it from him. We out.